Our countdown begins with the eruption of Mount St. Helens in 1980. On a calm morning in May, nestled in the verdant state of Washington, the volcano unleashed a fiery tempest that would forever change the landscape. The eruption was an explosive showcase of nature's raw power, sending ash and debris hurtling through the air for miles around. The immediate surroundings were decimated as ash blanketed the ground and smoke choked the skies. The eruption took a tragic toll on human life as well, with 57 people losing their lives that fateful day. The aftermath was a scene of desolation, a stark contrast to the lush greenery that once stood. Today, the scarred landscape serves as a poignant reminder of the devastating power of Mother Nature. Even after 4 decades, the land bears the scars of the eruption, a testament to the raw and untamed power of our planet. The eruption devastated the surrounding area, leaving behind a scarred landscape that serves as a reminder of nature's power. Next up, we have the infamous eruption of Krakatoa in 1883. Resting between the Indonesian islands of Java and Sumatra, Krakatoa was a relatively unknown volcano until its catastrophic eruption. This monumental event was one for the history books. The eruption was so colossal that it tore the island apart, and the resulting explosion was heard as far as 3,000 kilometers away. That's like an explosion in New York being heard in Los Angeles. But the disaster didn't stop there. The eruption triggered tsunamis, massive sea waves reaching as high as 36 meters. That's about the height of a 12-story building. These towering waves swept across the Indonesian coastlines, obliterating everything in their path. The devastation was immense, with the death toll estimated in the tens of thousands. The 1883 Krakatoa eruption serves as a chilling reminder of the sheer power of nature. The explosion was so powerful that it was heard thousands of kilometers away and caused tsunamis that claimed tens of thousands of lives. Ranked at number 8 is the eruption of Mount Tambora in 1815. This was not just an ordinary volcanic eruption, it was a colossal explosion that rocked the world in more ways than one. The eruption was so powerful that it shot a vast plume of ash and sulfur dioxide into the stratosphere, reaching heights never seen before. This wasn't just a spectacle to behold, it had severe consequences. The massive veil of volcanic ash spread across the globe, blocking sunlight and causing temperatures to plummet. This led to what is often referred to as the year without a summer. Crops failed as the cold and darkness persisted, leading to widespread famine and untold suffering. Imagine a single volcanic eruption in Indonesia causing a global climate catastrophe, affecting lives thousands of miles away. The eruption of Mount Tambora serves as a stark reminder of the immense power of nature. The eruption ejected massive amounts of ash and sulfur into the atmosphere, leading to widespread crop failures and famine. Coming in at number 7 is the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD. The skies darkened as the volcano spewed a deadly cloud of gas, ash and rocks over the prosperous Roman cities of Pompeii and Herculaneum. Life came to an abrupt halt as the cities were buried under a thick layer of volcanic debris. The catastrophic event was a fearsome display of nature's power, leaving a lasting impression on the Roman Empire and the world. But as tragic as this event was, it has provided us with a unique time capsule. The volcanic ash preserved the cities and their inhabitants in chilling detail, from the outlines of bodies in their final moments to the frescoes on the walls. The eruption has allowed us a glimpse into the daily life of an ancient civilization. The artifacts unearthed tell a story of a bustling society frozen in time. The eruption preserved these cities in remarkable detail, offering invaluable insights into ancient Roman life. At number 6 we have the eruption of Mount Pinatubo in 1991. This event, nestled in the heart of Luzon, the Philippines, was no ordinary volcanic outburst. In fact, it was the second largest eruption of the 20th century, a spectacle of nature's power that captured the world's attention. The explosion was so colossal, it was as if the mountain itself was being ripped apart. But it wasn't just the scale of the eruption that made it significant. This event had far-reaching effects that went beyond the immediate devastation. As Mount Pinatubo spewed out its fiery contents, it also released vast amounts of ash and gas into the atmosphere. This airborne cocktail had a profound impact on the global climate, leading to a marked but temporary cooling effect on the planet. So while the eruption was a catastrophe on a local level, it also had a significant, albeit short-lived, global impact. The eruption released vast amounts of ash and gas into the atmosphere, leading to a temporary cooling effect on the planet. Next on our list is the eruption of Mount Pelée in Martinique in 1902. This eruption is a chilling reminder of the destructive power of nature. On a fateful day in May, the volcano erupted with a force so immense that it completely obliterated the town of Saint Pierre. Imagine a bustling city, home to some 30,000 people, being wiped off the map in a matter of minutes. The eruption was characterized by a deadly phenomenon known as a pyroclastic flow, a fast-moving current of hot gas and volcanic matter. This lethal cloud descended upon Saint Pierre, taking the lives of virtually all its inhabitants. The event was so catastrophic that the city was forever branded the Little Pompeii of the Caribbean. The Mount Pelée eruption stands as a stark testament to the devastating consequences of volcanic activity. With the loss of tens of thousands of lives and the total destruction of a thriving city, it remains one of the deadliest volcanic disasters of the 20th century. Ranked at number 4 is another eruption of Krakatoa, this time in 1883. Known as Mount Krakatoa in its native land, this Indonesian volcano exploded with a force so immense that it's hard to comprehend. The eruption was so cataclysmic that it obliterated the majority of the island, sending an estimated 21 cubic kilometers of rock, ash and pumice into the atmosphere. The colossal explosion was heard as far away as Australia and the Indian Ocean island of Rodrigues, 4,000 kilometers distant. The power of this eruption triggered terrifying tsunamis, with waves reaching as high as 36 meters. These deadly waves ravaged hundreds of coastal villages, claiming over 36,000 lives and demonstrating the destructive power of nature in its rawest form. But it wasn't just destruction that this eruption caused. The atmospheric effects were nothing short of spectacular. For years following the eruption, the skies were a canvas of fiery reds and oranges, as particles in the atmosphere created vivid sunsets seen around the world. The third spot on our list goes to the eruption of Mount Tambora in 536 AD. This cataclysmic event was no ordinary eruption. It was a colossal explosion that released an incredible amount of energy, shaking the earth to its core. Mount Tambora, located in present-day Indonesia, was the stage for this significant volcanic eruption. The sheer magnitude of this event was unlike anything the world had seen before, and its effects were felt across the globe. The eruption spewed an enormous amount of volcanic ash into the atmosphere. This ash cloud shrouded the earth, blocking sunlight and drastically lowering temperatures worldwide. This event had significant implications for the climate. It caused what's known as a volcanic winter, a period of abnormal cold that lasted for years. This sudden severe change in weather led to widespread crop failures. Food became scarce, leading to a devastating famine that affected populations worldwide. The eruption had global climate impacts, leading to a volcanic winter that caused widespread crop failures and famine. At number 2, we have the eruption of Laki in Iceland in 1783. This wasn't your typical volcanic eruption. Instead, it was a massive fissure eruption that lasted an astounding 8 months, unlike anything the world had seen before. The scale of this event was truly staggering. The eruption spewed out an estimated 14 cubic kilometers of basalt lava and clouds of poisonous hydrofluoric and sulfur dioxide compounds. These toxic gases spread across the northern hemisphere, causing a significant drop in global temperatures. As you can imagine, the environmental impacts were profound. The toxic gases damaged vegetation, leading to the loss of livestock, and subsequently, widespread famine. This event, known as the mist hardships or Moduhardinden in Icelandic, was a devastating period in Iceland's history. But the effects of Laki's eruption weren't confined to Iceland. The climatic disruptions resulted in extreme weather conditions and crop failures across Europe, contributing to the deaths of thousands. The eruption had profound environmental and societal impacts, including widespread crop failures and famine in Europe. Topping our list is the eruption of the Yellowstone caldera, which occurred approximately 640,000 years ago. This event wasn't just an eruption. It was a super eruption, a volcanic event of such colossal scale that it makes ordinary volcanic eruptions look like mere blips in comparison. The Yellowstone caldera, located in what is now Yellowstone National Park in the United States, is one of the world's largest active volcanic systems. But 640,000 years ago, this sleeping giant awoke in spectacular fashion, producing an eruption of unimaginable magnitude. The explosion was so powerful that it caused the ground to collapse, forming a caldera, a large depression in the Earth's crust that spans an area of around 40 by 60 miles. The eruption spewed a staggering amount of volcanic material, covering much of the North American continent in a thick layer of ash. This ash layer, still visible today in the geological record, serves as a stark reminder of the event's immense scale and power. The effects of the eruption were felt far beyond the immediate vicinity of the caldera. The vast amount of ash and gas ejected into the atmosphere would have had a significant impact on the global climate, likely causing a volcanic winter, a period of significantly lowered temperatures due to reduced sunlight reaching the Earth's surface. This event reshaped the landscape of the region and left a lasting geological impact that can still be seen and felt today. The Yellowstone caldera remains geologically active, with frequent earthquakes and ground deformation serving as reminders of the immense power that lies beneath the surface. This ancient eruption is a testament to the immense power of nature and a reminder of the potential for future volcanic activity.